Hey guys, it's Seda here, Gourmet Next Door. Happy Sunday. And today is May 14th, so I want to congratulate all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day. And today I'm going to make a very special treat for my beloved mom, Ayşe Solmaz. Even though we cannot be together physically this Mother's Day, we're definitely going to have a virtual moment together on Zoom. So who loves avocado on toast? It is the best tasting thing. It's crunchy, it's creamy, it's delicious, it's lemony. So this morning I wanted to experiment actually with 3 new ways of putting yummy things on toast. Now 2 of them are vegan. One of them is gonna have a dairy component, which is also delicious for all those dairy lovers out there. So the first one I'm gonna be making is gonna be using actually green peas as the base. We're gonna put some tahini. I'm gonna add some garlic. If you want, you can add a little bit garlic. If not, just ignore it. We're gonna add some lemon juice and we're gonna top it off with spring onions and white sesame seeds. Now moving on to the second one, we're actually gonna make a chickpea version. So we're gonna add some chickpeas. I'm gonna add some shallots. We're gonna add some cornichon. And then I'm gonna top it off with little tomato salad and some crushed red chili flakes. And then the last one is a super trendy one right now, which is a whipped feta one. So for this, we're gonna use feta cheese, Greek yogurt, olive oil, and then I'm adding some pomegranate molasses just to give it a little sweet sour taste. And I'm gonna top it off with walnuts. And of course, I'm gonna use a lot of herbs. So I got mint, parsley, spring onion, and more parsley. Guys, for this, I'm using canned peas, but you could also use fresh peas, obviously. You just need to cook them, as well as frozen peas. You can just cook them and use them in this recipe. And it'd be even better because they are not as green as you would have. But anyway, I'm gonna go with it. So I drained my peas and I put it in a bowl. Now into this, I'm gonna add some tahini. Now tahini, obviously it separates, so you just have to mix it up before you use it. Tahini is obviously sesame seeds crushed. In a lot of vegan recipes it's used because it adds a lot of creaminess. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of tahini. And then we need to brighten this whole thing up, so I'm gonna go ahead and zest the lemon, but also I will cut it in half and squeeze half of the lemon juice. Before we go ahead and juice the lemon, we're gonna zest it first. The zest has so much flavor because it has all the essential oils. You just wanna go around. You don't wanna take the white part when you're grating. So make sure you stick to the nice yellow bright part of the rind. Now let's go ahead and juice the lemon. We're gonna add half of the lemon. Now guys, into this, I will go ahead and add like half a clove of garlic. Why? Because I think garlic is a lot of flavor, but you might not want it first thing in the morning. And what you wanna do is grate this so you don't have big chunks of garlic. So again, I'm just gonna use half because I don't want to have the garlic overtake everything. So now I'm gonna be adding some mint. Mint and peas are like a classic combination. So let's go ahead and chop this finely. Mint is so nice and fresh and it just will wake up all the flavors in there. Guys, now it's time to mash. I'm not gonna use a food processor for this because I believe it just really just squeezes out the peas too much. And I want some texture in the toast, so blend in everything. I forgot to add salt. And remember, salt is flavor. Little pepper. Salt and pepper. Now you want this little creamy, but we want the chunks in there, as I said. And then this mixture is delicious, honestly. Look at this mixture. This mixture is delicious, so just make it and top off your toast with it. And whatever's left over, you can just eat it over the next couple of days. Make sure you keep it in the fridge. Now I told you, if you're cooking, you gotta taste along the way. Mmm. Mmm. It's delicious, but definitely needs more salt. Now I'm gonna try it again. Mmm. Mmm. It's perfect. I got a hint of garlic. It's nice and salty. It's lemony and very, very good for you. Peas are a good source of protein and they're delicious. So that's toast number 1 done. Now let's move on to the next toast, which is chickpea toast. So I got my chickpeas again in a glass jar, but you could use obviously fresh chickpeas, just cook them beforehand. So we're gonna start off with the drained chickpeas. So into this delicious chickpeas, we're gonna go ahead and add little shallot. I'll use this much shallot. I might even use like half of it, depending on how strong the taste is. So what you wanna do is little cubes. So into our chickpeas, let's go ahead and dump our shallot. Guys, now into our chickpeas, I'm gonna add little yogurt, like a tablespoon. And then I'm gonna add some delicious mayo. Why mayo? Because it's just gonna make it richer, because it has all the fat, and then the Greek yogurt has the protein and the creaminess, and this will add also to the creaminess. Now you don't go overboard. I'm just gonna put like half teaspoon. And we're gonna add some cornichons. So, why cornichon? Because it's gonna add the texture. So remember, in any kind of food you're tasting, if you integrate texture, it's gonna be a winner. Why? We like to be teased. Our taste buds love to be teased. So, if you have the creamy, you have the salty, you have the sweet, you have the sour, and you have the crunch. So these cornichons are super small. I'm just gonna do them like I did with the shallots. If you're a pickle lover, you will love this one. And if you're vegan, honestly, this tastes like tuna salad without the tuna. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and add some pepper. We're still gonna add some salt, but not too much because we have cornichons that are salty already. So you can see what it looks like. Now with this, you could go ahead and put it into the food processor, but then it's gonna be a little bit like baby food. Or you could pulse it so you have some chunks, but you also have some creamy parts. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna just mash it myself. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Here I have some Calabrian chilies, but obviously you can use any kind of chili. So they look like this, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'll take a couple and chop it up. And let's go ahead and give this a mix. Guys, you know what one spice that really goes really well with chickpeas is cumin. You can see I'm getting inspired along the way, so I'm gonna add some really nice cumin. Not a lot, because my mom doesn't like a lot of cumin. So I'm just gonna add a little bit. Let's go ahead and give this a final taste. Honestly, it's like a party in my mouth. So for this one, you need the blender for sure because we're gonna whip this baby, which is the feta cheese. So I'm gonna use about half, which is 100 grams. Bruno loves cheese, so guess what? He's in the kitchen now. Hi, Bruno. Okay, so just crumble it up with your hand. Okay, you can see it, right? I crumbled up the feta here. Now into this, I'm gonna add like a tablespoon, a big tablespoon of yogurt. And then a good measure of olive oil. So just to show you, there is the feta, the yogurt. So let's go ahead and add a couple of turns of olive oil, little salt. The feta is salty, so you don't want to over salt it. And now let's go blend this baby up. Guys, I want to show you this. You can see how nice and creamy this is. So you have to whip it, and whipping essentially integrates air into the product. So that's why it becomes really nice and airy and light and delicious as a base. Guys, we're almost ready. So what I'm gonna do is, this is my sourdough bread that I baked last weekend. So I'm gonna go ahead and heat these up. I'm gonna put them in the air fryer, 200 degrees, about 3 minutes. They're gonna become nice and crispy. As we're waiting for the bread, I'm gonna go ahead and work on the garnishes a little bit. So let's use some parsley. I'm gonna put this onto the chickpea toast. Guys, I'm gonna give the parsley a chop. Colors just wanna make you eat the food more. So it's part of the brain that lights up, you know? When you see the colors, you wanna eat that food more. Now what I'm gonna do is I take some cherry tomatoes and I'm gonna chop these fine. The bread is done. So let them just hang in there in the warmth of the air fryer until we're ready to. So I have here 2 cherry tomatoes. They're kind of big cherry tomatoes, and I got some parsley. Now into this, I'm gonna add some salt. Remember, you have to add seasoning to every layer of your dish. And I'm gonna squeeze a little bit lemon. So guys, my sourdough is nice and crispy. Now, I'm going to layer them onto my plate. So, this is gonna be the crunchy component of our toast. Then you wanna layer a good topping, like loaded, okay? We're not shy here. Loaded topping here of my smashed peas with tahini. Now onto this, I'm gonna go ahead and add some sesame seeds. Let's do it over here. Delicious. And then we're gonna add some green onion, so scallions. And then I'm gonna add little chili flake, because it's missing a bit of color. Guys, look at this, it looks beautiful. So this is my smashed peas with mint. Time to move on to the chickpea one. Again, we're not shy here. We're just leveling up. Guys, look how delicious that looks. Guys, onto this, we need a bit of green, a little bit of pop. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more parsley. Delicious. And then the last one is our whipped feta. Look at how this feta looks. It's like a cloud. Delicious, delicious, delicious. Okay. Now, if you don't have this, you can use balsamic vinegar also. Ooh. Guys, this is to die for. Now we're gonna go ahead and add some walnut on top of our whipped feta toast. It's gonna give us the really nice crunch. Guys, on top of our chickpea toast, I'm gonna go ahead and put the cherry tomatoes with the parsley. I forgot the cherry tomatoes. I added the parsley, but let's go ahead and add the beautiful tomatoes. Now you're gonna have to be careful because this is loaded. Loaded, loaded, loaded. Okay guys, finally the moment has arrived. I'm ready to taste. So first I'm gonna start with the smashed peas with mint. It's so crunchy and so nice and smooth on top. Absolutely a must try. This is gonna be a challenge, it's huge. Let's go. Mmm, spicy. Absolutely delicious. Now I'm really excited about this whipped feta one. It's a bit messy, but you can see the pomegranate molasses going down there with the walnut. Mmm. Mmm. Guys, these are absolutely delicious. So if you're tired of avocado on toast, give these recipes a try. Let me know how it works. Thanks for watching. Happy Sunday, happy Mother's Day, and I'll see you soon. Ciao, ciao.